Are you ready? All right. Time. Hello, dear judges. Please, on this competition stage, focus on two words, tradition and innovation. Tradition, because I want to cherish the great hospitality culture that we have, and innovation, because I want to help push it forward. So, dear judges, sit back, relax, take a look at the menu. My name is Stefan Manole, and I welcome you to today's experience. It is a coffee competition, first and foremost. So, dear judges, I will start presenting to you my coffee. My coffee comes from Colombia, from the Il Cauca region, where the Finca El Paraíso farm is found. This farm is owned by Diego Bermudez, where he masterfully grown a Castillo variety at 2,000 meters above the sea level and processed it first through washing, a traditional method, and then through anaerobic yeast fermentation, an innovative method. So, dear judges, I first prepare my coffee using the autocomb, which will allow me to have an even coffee bed, which will allow for the best coffee extraction. To extract my espresso, I'm going to use the Rocket Bicocca espresso machine technology from Milan. It is a machine with a dual boiler, which will ensure me to have the perfect temperature for the hot water and for the pressure. I'm going to extract my espresso using 18 grams of coffee in 40 milliliters out in 20 seconds. Now that I have my espresso, which I have extracted to ensure I have dried fruit and vanilla notes, I will add it into a hyper chiller so that it can chill, cool, and be used as a full ingredient later on. All right, judges, prepare for the first drink, which is focusing on tradition. And for this time, tradition to me started in Milan with Domenico Barbaia, who innovated one of the first signature coffee drinks. He named it Barbaiada, and it was consisted of coffee, chocolate, and cream. And speaking of cream, dear judges, I will start by preparing my cream using the amazing subminimal frother nano foamer, which usually is made for using at home, but now I use it to prepare the cream. A great piece of innovation. Just as I prepare my cream, dear judges, I leave my espresso to cool. To build the drink, I will use a mixing glass. And I will start by going to Torino, correction, for the Galliano anise-based liqueur, 20 milliliters that will enhance the aromatics of my coffee. Next, to add a new flavor dimension of chocolate and grappa, I'm going to use the Bottega chocolate and grappa coffee liqueur, 20 milliliters. And for my spirit of choice, I chose to work with Finlandia. Brewed, distilled in Finland, a long-lasting tradition of distilling vodka from barley and pure mountain water. 20 milliliters for its lime characteristics. And dear judges, lastly, my all-star Colombia Paraíso Espresso, 40 milliliters for its aromatics of dried fruit and vanilla. Now, judges, please allow me to take my ice. Thank you. I will put 1 cube in each of the glasses, and then 2 ice cubes into my mixing glass. All right, dear judges, everything is set. Allow me to just clean a bit. How's tradition going? All right, I will prepare this cocktail by stirring, which will allow me to gain full control over the dilution and the cooling of my drink. I will be serving my drink at the temperature of -3 degrees, where the quality of my coffee will be at its best, at its sweetest, and the rest of my ingredients will gladly create a nice synergy with it. Dear judges, this drink is perfect to be served in hotels, in bakeries, and restaurants, but also coffee shops and bars, as it has a great aromatic profile which is absolutely perfect for anyone. It consists of notes of chocolate pudding, vanilla, which is already a great dessert-style drink. But once I add the cream, it will turn into tiramisu. So judges, please enjoy the taste of tradition and the cherish of the hospitality culture. Thank you. Enjoy. Thank you. Tradition tastes good, right? Dear judges, now we go to innovation. So please, flip the menus in front of you. The innovative aspect of my coffee from Finca El Paraíso is the yeast fermentation which Diego Bermudez has done. This yeast fermentation will allow me to have one great tropical fruit note of mango. To extract that mango, I used 22 grams of coffee, ground coffee, with water, 250 milliliters at the temperature of 98 degrees, using an immersion dripper, which will allow for a stronger taste of mango and a great mouthfeel, a great body. So now, dear judges, because I want to talk to you about innovation, I want to first and foremost introduce the Finlandia blackcurrant flavored vodka. 30 milliliters of this great spirit, which allowed for innovation to take an already barley distilled vodka to be even sweeter, with notes of blackcurrant. Then, because I learned from bartenders and from chefs alike, I prepared my own cordial using 250 milliliters of maple syrup, 50 milliliters of goat cheese, 1 gram of malic acid, all in a sous vide environment for 1 hour at the temperature of 80 degrees, then filtered. I added 30 milliliters for a complex lactic and malic acidity, and also to balance out my drink. And lastly, inspired by gastronomy, I'm going to add 5 dashes of liquid smoke, which is usually used for seasoning meats, thus ensuring an umami undertone. While my coffee filters, because I left it for 2 minutes to brew, and then it will take 30 seconds to filter, I'd like to present to you the garnish. And it is most important to talk to you about the flavor matrix, which I used for all of the drinks. This new way of approaching flavor and combinations of flavors, which chefs and bartenders already use. So as a barista, I want to present it to the workstage. The flavor matrix allows for perfect pairing between the molecules of each ingredient. So all of the ingredients here have the perfect molecular pairing with the all-star, my coffee. So 200 milliliters of Colombia Paraíso immersion brew for notes of mango. Now that my drink is mixed, I will serve it to you. And please, this coffee cocktail is served anytime, anywhere, for every coffee lover, with notes of blackcurrant, with notes of apple pie, and lactic acidity. Dear judges, please enjoy. Time.
A huge round of applause for our competitor 16.